And welcome to our beautiful Midtown studios with this great window behind us, bringing in light to shine off our domes. This is Two Shiny Domes, Season 4, Episode 2. And before we go any farther, get on Instagram and Twitter and make sure you follow us. I think it's called Twitter, Tweet or something like that. Anyways, this is Mark Torgerson, Shiny Dome number 1. I'm with
Ron Benjamin and Johan Cruyff.
And we are here to get you caught up with everything going on in a beautiful fall, fire-free so far fall. We get all our games wrapped up. Ron, what's get you excited about the fall season so far?
Well, we got the first round of State Cup happened this past Sunday, Game 1, and then we've got Games 2 and 3, middle of October. Always an exciting time. Some varying results across the board in the first round. You know how that goes.
No, there was no varying results. It was the big teams smashing the small teams pretty much on a daily basis.
I was trying to be politically correct, Mark.
It is a cup competition, but I was hoping to see one or two more upsets from the
not too many upsets in the first game on Sunday.
I don't think there was any upsets in the first game. Okay.
Did you actually look at the results? Yeah,
yeah.
Right. No, you didn't.
Name me one upset. Just one.
There's a lot of games out there. All right, we also have the NPL, 3 games in, pre-NPL as well. Fall league's kicking off. There's thousands of soccer games every weekend. It's
I heard a lot of
exciting
complaints
time.
about the scheduling for the pre-NPL.
Really?
Who does that?
That'd be me.
My bad.
Send your complaints to Jason Drury. jdrury@norcalpremier.com.
All right, go on. Sorry, throwing you off there.
All right, we also have the NPL Showcase coming up November 23 and 24.
We're going to get rained out or smoked out this year?
Nope, we're all good.
Did it get smoked out last year? It did.
Yep.
And then the second one got rained out.
Correct. Well, the Sunday did. We've got over 100 college coaches registered already with still about 8 weeks to go.
Yeah, we had a fun Sunday though after that. It was rained out, didn't we?
We did.
Let's get on with the highlights. U16 girls, West Coast and Santa Rosa. Ron, and if you could tell me which field they're playing on, that would be awesome.
There's our friend Troy Dyack minus the cowboy hat.
Wait, which way are they going?
Yeah, I can't really tell. Great header there by Bailey Gualco. Nice cross and a finish.
And the celebration of the match.
And then we've got a little breakaway wide right.
No, go to the right. Go to the right. Oh, the goal's down there.
That was the goalkeeper in that first.
I can't even see the top of the box.
Oh, referee, it's a penalty.
Are you sure it's in the box? Because I don't know where the box is.
There is no box. All right, here we go. Stepping up is going to be Anaya Shelton, and she tucks it away neatly to go up 2-0. Will Santa Rosa have a response?
Well, they're playing on a small field there. Oh, nope, they're going the wrong way again. Why is every goal down at this end? Why is there no other end? I like the background.
Oh, nice little slip-in pass, left-footed back post. Woo, good save by the goalkeeper and a clearance. 44th minute. Left winger gets in behind. Keeper steps out. Good little move by the attacker there. Too bad she couldn't get a little toe poke there.
Good move. She couldn't get a shot off when
She should have.
in there.
Another breakaway.
She's dangerous, though.
Good save by the goalkeeper, stepping up, making herself big.
On.
There we go. Here we go. Ball pops out top of the box. Another great save by the goalkeeper.
I think that one in, Ron.
Oh, no. You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it. Dude, the ball went through the net. Went wide out.
Top of the division right now, San Juan seems to be running away with a lot of different leagues here. Their 04 team is very good. 05 Mustang team playing up in ECNL in second, and Pleasant Ridge 04 ECNL. What else stands out on the table to you?
Well, San Juan's got a game in hand, so they could be pushing that lead even farther.
That up to 5 points.
Moving into next weekend.
Game in hand.
West Coast Wicked will be hanging around in that top 4 conversation.
Let's move on to the boys. Our 05, so your team, Placer.
Coach Skamaka.
Playing Ollie's team, Davis Legacy.
Can't really see with the shadows on the boys field there.
A little shadow here. I think that's a stonewall penalty right there, though. Huh? Davis is going to step up. Nate Beltran is going to tuck this one away to put Davis up 1-0 right down the middle. Keeper goes to his right. Now let me show you, do we have any standards? We need to ask Jason, what are the standards in the NPL? Because I'm going to show you the second half here. And look how bad this field is. Do you have no money in Placer? Or is it because Loomis has been using all your fields for practice? Is that the problem?
That's a little bit of the problem, Mark.
Oh, good commentary, Ron.
Good 1v1 defending. Are you going to commentate on the game?
That was a good save, but you guys look like maybe some yellow cones there for a little bit. Ooh, there's a Davis goalkeeper with the bib on. What happened to the field? Look at it. And this is, I think the goalkeepers maybe want to be a little more central in his goal here because that floats in. That is Miguel Diaz with the long-range free kick and the jumping celebration. Watch your ankles. You might fall on that field there. And Davis with a good chance here. But again, the field is the Placer's best defender. Oh, slide, son, slide. I think he could have easily gotten the end of that one.
Not a question.
Yeah. Oh, well. And one more chance for Davis, as they probably had 30 in this game. So Placer's one free kick. Bicycle it! Ooh, cleared off the line last minute. Well, I can barely see because the lighting is so bad at Placer. But your goalkeeper did. Ooh, another one off the line. Boy, how many did you get off the line there? And the follow-up! Well, that's a good save. Anyway, it doesn't affect the table too much. Davis still leads, although Sporting has 2 games in hand, only 2 points behind. Placer the same. They are 4 points behind, but 2 games in hand.
All right, moving on to the final girls game. NPL highlights will be the San Juan Spirits U14 versus Mustang Elite. And here we go. This is a barn burner. Top 2 teams.
Look at Goff doing a good job with the video highlights here. Right? Must have the drone and the different camera angles.
And this is Mustang's second team that's at top of the table, which is amazing and shows the strength of their club.
This is actually the ECNL team they're playing.
Good job. Good job.
In the 17th minute, great strike by Lily Rodriguez from distance. Would like to see the defender step up a little bit and deny that one.
See the goalkeeper save that one too. It's a nice little layoff though.
Nice.
That's a good
nice
save
little
there.
save by the goalkeeper.
That one didn't go in wrong.
No, Mustang on the attack. 3v3, great little slip-in ball. And there it is into the back post. That's Dean Gaskell with the finish to make it 1-1.
That was a nice finish.
It was.
Look how nice the field looks, right?
Good little technique by the center mid and a great strike. Good save by the goalkeeper.
And it's nice that they did the 9v9s in a different light color instead of looking like it's playing on a 9v9
going in 2
field.
different directions.
Yeah, going in the wrong
I
direction.
believe.
Ooh, trying to play out of the back a little too much there. Huh?
There's the game winner by Kate Zimmerman. She got split the center backs and able to hit the game winner. 2-1.
Left back's asking like, what the heck were you doing there?
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. Mustang Elite. 6 games played, 4-1-1 with 13 points. San Juan's got a couple of games in hand, sitting at 12 points. MBLA undefeated at 9. And then you got Blackhawks, West Coast, and Walnut Creek hanging around with 7 and 6.
Blackhawks, they're on top of the table. Gotta be their best team they have.
Yep, Mustang's ECNL team is sitting in 8th right now at 6 points, but they got a few games in hand. All right, we'll be back with more NorCal soccer news right after the break.
And this is Torg's Rant. And trust me, it's not about coaches on the bench on their phone or while you're doing a show on your phone. This is about the MLS Playoffs. I was at the very first MLS game in 1996. Eric Winalda curled the ball around Jeff Kazi for a 1-0 Earthquakes win, called the Clash or something else back then.
Same as the Clash.
Anyways, in England, which is what?
Premier League.
The Premier League, most popular watched league in the world, there's no playoffs. Spanish, no playoffs. Germany, no playoffs.
Can I interrupt for 1 second? This is supposed to be a rant. I need you to pick it up a little.
Well, can I get going a little bit here?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, but then when we get to the MLS, there's 24 teams and 14 make the playoffs. 14! That's more than half. In 2010, Real Salt Lake was not even a 500 team, made the playoffs, and won MLS Cup. Do we want to reward the mediocrity through the year? Do we want to devalue the games in the beginning of the year to put them all at the end? So one team like Real Salt Lake can go to LAFC, put 11 behind the ball, counterattack, and get out of there on penalties, and now they're considered the best team in MLS?
American sports.
Why so many teams? How about 2 from each conference? And then you got to really earn it. You can't just cruise for a certain part of the season and get a few results and suddenly you're in the playoffs, and guess what? You're in the playoffs. Whoa, successful. We're in the playoffs. We didn't even finish 500, but we made the playoffs. MLS. If you insist on the playoffs, cut your number of teams down, 2 from each conference, make the season more valuable, and put a little more pressure on the players to perform consistently throughout the year. Torg's Rant. We are back the lightning round. Our esteemed producer, who shows up once every 6 months, is going to ask us some questions,
Welcome back, Evan.
and we are going to answer them for you.
All right, so lots of clubs doing well at the start of the season in various NorCal competitions, but who is your guys' youth club of the month?
Well, I've been doing extensive research last 24 hours, and I think it's pretty simple. It's Placer United.
I'll tell you what, you're not getting groundskeeper of the month of that field. You guys make everybody playing over there.
All right, what's your club of the month then, Mark?
Oh, I'm actually doing some legit research, and I'm going to say San Juan because they've just been dominating on the girls' side. Gave them a little grief last week about their Instagram post. But this time, you look on the NPL and ECNL, and they're top of the table, so good job, Zecca.
In all seriousness, I was looking through the boys' stuff, and I think Cal Odyssey's up and coming, kind of back on the upswing and having some good
Well, it
results.
should be. It's Fresno.
Well.
There's a very huge city. They should have some good teams come out of there like they used to.
Yeah.
All right, so as a scarf falls in the background of an MLS team, we have our own maybe.
Atlanta United's going
They
down.
might be moving.
Yeah, we have our own maybe MLS news around in the area. There's been lots of rumors about Sac Republic finally getting an MLS spot.
Low budget.
Do you guys think it will happen, and if so, when?
Well, I don't think we're the ones who should be answering this question.
I think that we're gonna give this back to
I think
lightning
we
round
should
to
have
Evan Reed.
the one that broke the news, Evan Ring. You tell us about the Sac Republic and their MLS spot.
They're gonna get it. All right.
Well, that's funny because the article came out on ESPN that said nothing was done yet. So what makes you think they're going to get it?
Well, I have sources.
Well, why don't you share the sources?
Well, I can't do that. As a journalist, you would know that if you were a journalist, you would know that that's not something one does.
Yeah, but you broke a bunch of other things like 2 weeks ago, so why not this?
There's a difference between.
Yeah, it's a little
breaking
hard
news.
when you're on the spot, isn't it, there, Ev?
What makes you think they're going to get it?
I have a high level of confidence that the powers that be have chosen Sacramento as the next Major League Soccer.
I jogged by their proposed stadium site. I didn't see any bleachers going up. I didn't see any turf.
A lot that goes
I
into it.
didn't see any lines being put down the wrong way like at West Coast.
Yeah. Well,
At least give us something.
speaking of West Coast and their director of coaching, Troy Dyack, who used to play for the San Jose Earthquakes, do you guys think the Earthquakes are going to make the playoffs this year?
Well, everybody gets into the playoffs, so I think it's...
That's right. It's more like by default, like who just loses enough instead of who wins. I think the Quakes are tied for the last playoff spot with Portland. However, Portland's got 2 or 3 games remaining at home, the last one being against the Earthquakes. And I think the Earthquakes have Philadelphia Union, who's close to top of the Eastern Conference on the road. So they have a tough pass. So I'm going to say no. I think Portland grabs that last spot.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. I think that Portland's probably going to win 1 of 2 at home, and then it might come down to that last game. Who knows? But San Jose's up on goal difference, I believe, right now, correct?
It's not goal differential, it's goal scored.
Goals
they have
scored.
the same goal differential. San Jose has 1 goal scored.
There you go.
Well, that's going to change the next couple games anyway, though.
And the one we've all been waiting for. What do you
Yes.
got for us, Evan? The final.
Well, it says who, but I think it means how. How many clubs will become surf by the end of the 2019-2020 season? We've got CV Surf, San Jose Surf, Sierra Surf, Walnut Creek Surf, Folsom Lake Surf, and Sacramento United is rebranding as Sacramento Surf.
Breaking news. There's going to be a few more. I'm going to add 2 or 3 to that list right there.
I don't know by the end of this year, but I think Surf is trying to strategically locate their branding in Northern California, much like they've done in Southern California over the last couple of years. And some big clubs down there have rebranded, like West Coast, who was massive on the girls' side. I'm not quite sure why they went to OC Surf, Orange County Surf, but they've got a ton down there, and I think they're just trying to get their brand up here. And maybe some clubs that think they need a little bit of extra kick in the pants or taking the Surf name.
I love not a single one of those clubs are anywhere near the beach either. I still surf. Sierra Surf? Like
You can't
surf on the lake?
You can't surf on Folsom Lake?
But
That is the latest. Folsom Lake Surf will be for the 2020-21 season. That's going to be
we need to revisit this like in a year and see if any of those clubs are any better than they were when they were just Walnut Creek Soccer Club.
Or if they're rebranding again.
Who's going to be the next big club to come and stop them up? Remember Cal Rush?
I do.
That didn't last very long, did it?
I think maybe about 4 or 5 years, maybe.
There's still Russians around?
There's not too many.
They're dropping off.
I think people were probably tired of paying that franchise fee.
That's right. Franchise fee will get you. Special guest next Tuesday.
Yep.
Who do
Looking
you got?
forward to it. We've got Tracy Ham, the new head coach of the UC Davis women's soccer program, will be on the show.
She'll be here to talk about her new documentary movie that's coming out soon. Interesting.
Yep. We'll be happy to have her, and happy to have her up in the Sacramento region for sure. She's a big-time coach and bringing a lot to the area.
Off to a decent start. The UC Davis women's soccer team signing off. Two Shiny Domes. I'm Mark Ferguson.
Ron Benjamin.
See you next time.